Okay, right. Let's go straight to this. And I want to say thanks to Jonathan Stone, who's an Irishman and a good friend of this program's, and he's a supporter as well. Thanks, Jonathan, for reaching out. He sent me this, and I'm so grateful to him because this is very important. I'm one man and only one man, and I do hear a lot of Irish media, and I read the Irish national newspapers, but I missed this on Sunday morning last, the 10th, 2 days ago. Brendan O'Connor, presenting on RTE Radio 1, was interviewing the Chief Clinical Officer of the Irish HSE, the Health Service. What does the HSE stand for again? Health Service Executive. Yes, that's right. Yes, that's right. I haven't had a drink. I haven't been smoking any wacky backy. That's something I've never done in my life. But I'm a bit frazzled right now. Maybe it's because at a minute to the top of the hour, I realised I had no news bulletin. So let's start again. The Chief Clinical Officer of the HSE, Colm Henry, was on RTE Radio 1 on Sunday with Brendan O'Connor. And he said something that, I say extraordinary, don't I? It's one of those things that my friends in radio, when they critique me, they slap me on the wrist for doing. Richie, not everything is extraordinary. I know, says I. But, says they, you use the term quite a bit and it loses its luster. Its luster it loses a bit. They're quite right. It is a cliche for me to say extraordinary. But this is effing extraordinary. Listen to what he says, speaking to Brendan O'Connor, Chief Clinical Officer of the HSE in Ireland. I was telling Vernon Coleman about this today. Let's hear it for, Colm Henry.
How many actual ICU beds are left in the public hospital system right now?
At this point in time, Brendan, our core queue capacity, out of that 286 odd beds, we have 37 free. But the important thing to reinforce is that our hospitals are used to every flu season. Unfortunately, we don't have flu this season, but every season after Christmas, we frequently in local areas have to develop surge capacity beds, and we sometimes have to transfer critically ill patients between hospitals so that we can go from one place which is full to one place which is not full.
Hey, Tom, did you hear that?
No. Could you repeat it? Because I can't believe my fucking ears.
Neither could I.
How many actual ICU beds are left in the public hospital system right now?
At this point in time, Brendan, our core queue capacity, out of that 286 odd beds, we have 37 free. But the important thing to reinforce is that our hospitals are used to every flu season. Unfortunately, we don't have flu this season, but every season after Christmas, we frequently in local areas have to develop surge capacity beds, and we sometimes have to transfer critically ill patients between hospitals so that we can go from one place which is full to one place which is not full.
Now, are you sitting down? Because you might have missed the bit in the middle.
Unfortunately, we don't have flu this season.
What?
Fortunately, we don't have flu this season.
What?
Fortunately, we don't have flu this season.
Fortunately, we don't have flu this season.
What kind of fuckery is this?
Now, Amy, this might be our greatest fuckery ever, Amy. What?
Fortunately, we don't have flu this season.
We don't have flu this season. Fortunately, we don't have flu this season. I hope the Nobel Committee is paying attention. Ireland, that is, appears to have eradicated the flu. Hallelujah! 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 I might just move back. As a man who's prone to respiratory infections, as a man who's had pneumonia a few times, I really have. I'm not a hypochondriac. I'm not a hypochondriac. I've had pneumonia a few times. I genuinely have. It nearly killed me on 2 occasions. I'm not a hypochondriac. The term is hypochondriac. I know it is. This is no laughing matter now. Vernon Coleman, who I hold in more and more higher esteem the more I speak with him, at the end of a 25-minute segment last night where he magically, brilliantly and fluently described why this is all happening, he said we're at war now. We are at war with fuckwits like this guy, Colm Henry. Right? Right?
Don't have flu this season.
What? Go on. I could actually go through the next 2 hours doing this.
Fortunately, we don't have flu this season.
Fortunately now, COVID is taking up the beds, but fortunately we don't have flu this season. Yes,